What are you doing to stand out from your competition? Now, I don't know about you, but I think the one thing that we can each do for little or no cost, either time or money, is make them feel special. Actually, we have discovered that when it comes to feeling special, there are really 7 key drivers that impact whether we feel we have been well looked after, whether we believe we've received poor, average, or exceptional customer service. I call these the 7 deadly sins of satisfaction and loyalty. These are the emotional drivers that create woohoos and boohoos, and they are consistent for every business. The first of the 7 deadly sins is timeliness. Did it happen in time you promised? Did it happen in an appropriate time? Timeliness does not mean the same thing for the same people. Let's say someone took the car in for an oil and filter and needed to get it back in an hour. They had a timeline associated with it. But someone else going into the same location on the same day might say, I'm going to drop it off at 9 and I won't be back until 5 because I'm taking the train to work. A timely response is different for each of these customers, but we need to understand what it is based on their individual needs. We need to understand what timeliness means to our individual customers and respond accordingly. Second is transparency. Customers like to know what's going on. They don't need to know all the details, but they do like to understand the process. When is the product going to arrive? When will I get notice of what's going to happen next? Have I been given all the pertinent details? Do I have a clear understanding of what I will ultimately end up with? For example, have you ever purchased a car or an airline ticket only to find out that the final price is totally different than the advertising price because of all the extra charges that have been applied? Don't leave your customers in the dark. Make sure they feel comfortable with what's going on. This builds trust into the relationship. Third is accessibility. Now, traditionally, when we talk about accessibility, it immediately makes us think about, are things wheelchair accessible? Well, this is the same thing, except it's broader. Accessibility means, are our salespeople accessible? Are we accessible to our customers? For example, can your customers get a hold of you? Now, I've talked to a number of sales reps, and a number of them have told me, I give my cell phone number to my customers. And in fact, some of them said they've even given their home number. Now, I'm not recommending that, but what I will tell you is that when you give customers trust, most of them will invariably respond in a trustworthy manner. So if you were to say, listen, here's my regular number, but if you ever have an emergency and you really need me for something, take my cell phone number or even my home number, but please use it as necessary. You'll probably never hear from them, but boy, have you started to create an incredible bond with them that's a little bit different from your traditional sales rep. Now, fourth is responsiveness. Do we respond to our customers? Have we listened to their concerns and developed products or services that reflect their needs? Do we have products that meet the needs of all of our customer segments and therefore the retailer's customers? Or do your customers say, well, I needed something, but they just never really understood that I needed it and never provided it to me? Responsiveness is not just a timely response, but are we responding to the needs of our retailers? Fifth is reliability. Can I depend on my sales rep to deliver what they say, what they promised? Are they making good on their promises? Sixth is professionalism. This reflects how we look and how we behave and how we treat our customers. How do we make them feel? Are they important to us? Or are we just going through the motions to get our checklist covered so we can get on to the next call? Finally is accountability. Many of you have probably experienced poor customer service because of their accountability. Either the service provider wasn't prepared to accept responsibility for the issue, or worse, they tried to make it your fault. We want to be confident that the people who deliver products and services to us are accountable for their actions. When they screw up, are they going to make it right? Are they going to fix it? Are they going to look after me? Because otherwise, I'm on my way down the road to the next place.